We are back with another lift today, and we got a chest day. Let's give the 90s a little go. One thing that gets on my nerves in these public gyms is that the music that plays in the background. It could be any type of music, whatever it may be. I just hate hearing that music in the background. I don't know if I'm the only person, but I feel like I'd rather have just a plain, silent gym with none of that. We switched to the 80s here and we went beyond failure again. I just wish, there was just no sound at all, just complete silence. People ask me, well, why don't you, listen to music while you lift? Obviously, that's an option. I could do that, but I decline because I feel like it makes the workout more easier, more funner, more better. And when I work out, I want it to be hard. I want it to be hurt. I want it to suffer. I don't want to be, having an alternative that's going to make me lift harder. Obviously, it will make me lift harder. It will make me go harder than, usual, which I don't need that to go harder than usual. As y'all see, I've been doing it for years. I don't listen to music. So, I could lift without listening to music to go hard. But honestly, if I was to listen to music, yeah, it would be cool and all, but the lift would be just way too easy for me to, go crazy on. I wanted to, I just want to be in my head the whole time, if that makes sense. I just want to feel the difficulty while I'm lifting. While I'm lifting, I just want to have that little voice in my head that's telling me to stop doing more reps, just give out, you're tired. And usually you don't get those reps out. Well, not get those reps out. Usually you don't get those voices in your head when you're listening to music. Because when you're listening to music, that music is driving you to do more reps. That music is driving you to go more harder in the gym. So if I wasn't, using music, then I'm able to fight that voice in my head. And I like fighting that voice in my head. I like fighting all the voices in my head that's telling me to, do less reps, to lower the intensity, to stop doing all this, just to not even train in general. There'll be times where I genuinely do not feel like training, but I do it anyway. That's just what I love to do. That's what I'm always do. That's just what I'm made for. I'm built for this. I would care less on how I feel. I'm still going to show up to the gym. I'm still going to walk to the gym every single day and make sure I give it 100% on every single lift. That's just how it's going to be. To be honest, I would say this chest day was pretty successful. I'm going to say this was a pretty successful chest day. Usually, I only should be doing 4 exercises on the chest day. Not all these, exercises. I could have stopped here on the pec flaws right here. I could have stopped doing, not stopped here, I meant saying, I could have stopped, I could have finished off with this exercise alone right here. But I decided to do another exercise right after the last set of the second set of pec flaws. Those of y'all know I only do 2 sets to failure every exercise. Sometimes I'll add in like an additional 3. It matters. Honestly, I go heavy on every single, lift. In my opinion, I just don't believe in low weight, high reps. I just like to do heavyweight, medium reps to low reps, 6 to 8 rep range, 10 to 12 rep range, 12 to 8 rep range, 10 to 8 rep range. You get the point. Y'all get the concept of this. Nothing, 20 reps and above. I feel like that's just too easy in my opinion. Well, I wouldn't say too easy, but I would say it's just unnecessary volume. When you could just be lifting some heavy behind weight and just throw it around with some good form. Make sure you got some perfect form right here. See, with this chest press, I want to go heavy right here, right? And I just went slow and controlled. Make sure I really felt it in my chest by going all the way back and extending it. Just making sure my form is as perfect as possible. Adding in some pause reps in. Y'all could literally see it pumping up my chest while I'm doing this pressing movement. You could literally see it just destroying my chest. Like, this is perfect. Anyways, that was a pretty interesting chest day. Let's go figure out what this chest pump hitting for. Let's see what it looking like. Yes, I was in the shower while I was doing this. I wasn't actually showering. I actually didn't shower. I just feel like the best place to pose was in the shower, because the shower was, not occupied. The locker room had a lot of people around me, so I feel like to have my own privacy was to just go in the bathroom and just start flexing. Because flexing in front of people is just awkward. I'd rather pose in a private space when no one's around. Only time I'll ever pose or flex in front of people is if I ever start bodybuilding. That's what I'm gonna, do in the future. I'm gonna be doing some natural bodybuilding. But first, we gotta get our weak points. First weak point, chest. Our chest is our weak point for sure. My chest is not that small, it's not that bad, but it definitely can have some improvement to that upper chest part. I definitely can have a bigger chest. My abs need improvement, especially my back. I feel like my back is like small, so my back needs improvement. My forearms need improvement. Other than that, triceps, shoulders, and biceps, they're decent, but I need a lot of improvement in my muscle. I need all this to be equal. I need everything to be perfect. I need everything to be, just perfect, amazing. But we're not at that point yet, so we still got more work to do. We're gonna keep moving forward. There ain't no complaining. There ain't no training less harder. There ain't no skipping days. Ain't none of that. We doing the complete opposite. Anyways, let's get back in battle, and let's hit some back. First, I'm about to put my shirt on right quick before we get out there. I am not walking out of there shirtless. First exercise I wanted to do was some weighted pull-ups. I tried to put my entire neck above the bar. Well, not neck. I would say chin above the bar, but you really can't do it with this monkey bar because you'll just hit your head if you try to. So even then though, I wasn't going to get any perfect reps with that weight anyway. So I did like a good 3 to 2 good reps with that weight, and then I just drop set it all the way to just 45 pounds and made sure I got some good reps with some good form. Low key, in a couple minutes, I'm going to rest up for like a good 1 minute to get my body back to normal after this set here. And we're going to go to a different bar, and we're going to go slow and controlled on some weighted pull-ups. We're going to widen our grip. We're going to take a different approach to training back today. I'm thinking about doing some dumbbell rows instead of barbell rows today, because why not? We're going to just get the max weight that's over where this rack is, and we're going to dumbbell row it for 2 sets to failure each side. This is where I did slow and control, and I widened in my grip just so I could really get that lats burning as possible. And I did one more set. Y'all know I always do 2 sets to failure, but since that first set didn't go that well due to me, on that horrible bar, and I was going heavy. Honestly, next time I go heavy doing pull-ups, I'm not going to use that monkey bars. I'm going to use the bar I'm using here, because if I wasn't using the monkey bars, I probably would have got at least 4 to 5 good reps with that weight. Due to me being so busy focusing on not trying to hit my head on the bar when I tried to do the pull-ups, that was mostly hindering me from, being able to go all the way up as well. Was me, trying to hinder myself from going all the way up to the point where I'm going to hit my head on the bar every time I try to do a pull-up. Let's finish this last set of pull-ups, and then we're going to move on to an exercise that we didn't do. See, the thing I like about, switching up my lifting route is sometimes I usually do the same exercises on back and chest days. Usually y'all see me do weighted dips. Not weighted dips. Let me start off with back first. Usually y'all see me do barbell rows, pull-ups, and that's it. But now y'all see me switch from different alternatives. Y'all see me do lat pull downs, single arm dumbbell rows, stand-up dumbbell rows, not stand-up dumbbell rows, stand-up rows, seated row. Y'all see me switch, my alternatives ever since, I started going to the gym. And I wanted to do that because I feel like, instead of doing the same old exercises all the time, I could do some more different exercises. I could have some fun and switch up the route. And, any back exercise in this gym is going to work my back anyway. Like, I could go over there to the most boringest back exercise there is in that gym and still get a good back pump. It's like, regardless, I'm still going to be training my back pretty well, if I'm being honest. For the dumbbell rows, honestly, you don't need nothing really heavy when you're doing single arm dumbbell rows. I feel like if you're doing single arm dumbbell rows, I would suggest using like 100-pound dumbbells, 90 to 80. Anything below that, I feel like it'll be like 70, not that bad, but I feel like anything below that is like way too light for a single arm dumbbell row. You can even go heavier, like you could switch to 110s, 120s. I know there's people out there that be doing like 200-pound dumbbell rows, but I feel like it's no point in doing that. I feel like 100 pounds is pretty solid if you want to go extremely heavy. But who knows? Everybody's different. Everybody has different strength levels. Everybody feels different. It matters what weight, the other person is using. It matters how strong that person is. So every weight will feel different. This weight didn't really feel heavy until like I started getting really sore. 80 pounds ain't really feel that heavy. So yeah, here we started doing the lat pull down machine. And I didn't want to go like fast. I just wanted to go slow and controlled and really get my lats burnt out as possible. Boy, I tell you, my lats were burning. Of course, I could do heavier weight with that, but I'll be doing a lot of swinging, a little bit of momentum, which is not bad when you're doing lat pull downs. Because when you're doing lat pull downs, you could do all that swinging and momentum and still end up training your lats. But I feel like a weight that's medium, that's still heavy, but medium, that you can get some real good reps with, slow and controlled, I feel like that's better than, a weight that's like extremely heavy that you have to do constant, throwing around and constant momentum to lift the weight down. So honestly, in my opinion, I would say when you're doing any lat pull down exercise, I would say go heavy, but don't go too heavy. But make sure the weight's heavy, but make sure you're able to go slow and control and pause at the bottom with, the weight. Make sure it's heavy though. You got to make sure it's heavy. With any exercise you do, you got to make sure the weight is heavy. I be trying to tell people this all the time. Heavy's the best, bro, honestly. Like, when you're doing any lift, I would say do not go for any weight that you can hit like 20 plus reps on. 15 to 20, that's like way too many reps. I would say use a weight that you can hit like 6 to 8 reps on, 10 to 12 reps on, 8 to 12 reps on. You need to be in that 12 to 8 rep range, or 10 to 12 rep range, or 6 to 8 rep range. 6 to 8 for, hypertrophy and strength. 8 to 12 for hypertrophy. 10 to 12 for hypertrophy. All those, you'll still gain some strength with that. But mostly a weight that you can hit only 6 to 8 reps on, that's mostly like strength-wise, if I'm being honest. But you will still gain some solid muscle going for that rep range. See, me personally, I love going for the 6 to 8 rep range because I still feel that, that high burning sensation in my, whatever muscle I may be doing that I'm doing 6 to 8 reps on. I feel like I still feel that burning sensation. I still feel that pain. So honestly, I enjoy doing that. It's pretty good. You still end up feeling that pain that you would be feeling if you were to go for more reps. It just matters what weight you're doing. Like, I did the dumbbell press at the beginning of the lift, and I'm pretty sure I hit 90 pounds for like 7 or 6 reps or something or so. And after that first set, my chest was like sore, like I felt it. So honestly, that's perfect. That's a perfect rep range to be in. But anything at 20 to 30, like, I feel like 30 is beyond crazy. Like, you should not be doing 30 reps on any exercise, 20 as well. I feel like you should not be even being close to that amount of reps on any exercise. I don't know. If any of y'all agree, just put in the comment section. I feel like everybody will agree on me on this one, though, because, like, if you're sitting there doing all them reps, that means the weight is just way too light. You need to up the weight. And if you're out there just doing calisthenics and you have no weights at home, then that's acceptable. Like, you have no choice but to be doing that. But if you're a person that has weights at home or you have access to a gym and you're going to the gym and you putting on, like, let's see, for example, let's say if you go to like a preacher curl machine and you could hit like 100 lbs for your max on preacher curls, but instead you load up like, you load up like 45 pounds or 25 pounds when you could literally hit more than that. I would say load up 80 instead of just 25 or 45 pounds of weight. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'll have another lift tomorrow for y'all, and it's gonna be with Calvin. See y'all tomorrow.